A lot of people are looking at Chainlink because they feel like it's the best way to transfer tokenized assets because of their CCIP technology, which is just a giant bridge, okay? Because Chainlink is an oracle and already connects to dozens and dozens and dozens of chains, you could move real-world assets from one chain to another very easily. It could be from a bank, it could be from a friend, it could be from a project, it could be from a country. It doesn't matter. So CCIP basically allows enormous interoperability throughout the whole sector, throughout the whole ecosystem of chains, right? And it's really good. dApps can access them because of the interoperability, right? And banks and anyone else that has tokenized anything can access it too. So Chainlink is playing a big role in this, an absolutely big role in tokenizing real-world assets, right? But outside of real-world assets, I mean, they're just doing everything else. They are the biggest oracle in this space, even though there's like Pyth and others, API 3 and others, band protocol that are in this space. But the gap between them is vast. Chainlink is operating much more chains and dApps than anyone else. It's not even close. Even Swift, this messaging system for banks, a very archaic old system that's been around for, I don't know, 60, 70 years. They're trying to revolutionize themselves by using Chainlink. Rather than use their own archaic system, why not utilize CCIP for that, right? Even they're using it. But outside of these things, you know, you got a lot of whales, a lot of people that love them, that continue to accumulate. 855 million worth in the last 30 days. That's an enormous amount. That's a really good, enormous amount in the last 30 days. Again, when it comes to price, it's just a matter of supply and demand, right? And when demand is this high, especially when the whales, look at this exchange net flow, look at that big red candle on the bottom there, right? That's a huge amount of net flow outwards, okay? When you got the whales buying, you know, that's why it's holding very well and it moves suddenly sometimes in an upward direction. That's because you just have a lot of people buying it, right? That's really what it comes down to. So Chainlink is fantastic. It's really overlooked. There's so many that do overlook Chainlink because sometimes they become quite boring. The price action doesn't move, but they are so important and they're getting bigger every day and they play a vital role basically with all DeFi projects, with all chains, and with real-world asset tokenization. So a lot of you guys are very excited about Jupiter. Its airdrop is coming today. So we'll see how much people get, what it's worth, what Jupiter will debut at, right? But right now it is hot. It's a DEX aggregator within Solana. A lot of trading happening. Jupiter's volume is sky high. And they're very smart because they're only doing round one of their airdrop. There's 3 more rounds and they're taking snapshots sometime in the future. So basically, any usage now from here to the next 3 years, you could be getting rewarded with Jupiter tokens, right? Which could be very, very valuable as the parabolic bull run comes and the project itself starts skyrocketing, right? Robert Kiyosaki and others, they don't really care, okay? They're going to load up on Bitcoin. All the billionaires and everyone that's been in it and institution, you know, they don't really care about the FOMC meeting. They will continue to load up because they know the truth. And I know the truth. It's one of the reasons why I'm so bullish on Bitcoin is because of inflation. And if you understand money and you understand how it operates, you'll know that inflation is forever. It's never ending. It's a silent tax that will eat away at your savings, your buying power, your wealth. That's why you need assets. You need assets to outperform inflation. Otherwise, you're doomed. Robert Kiyosaki knows this. Why I own Bitcoin? Bitcoin is protection against the theft of our wealth via our money. Yes, that's true. And so many others also know this, right? So that's why I'm so bullish. That's why people always ask me, why are you so bullish? Why do you never turn bearish? Why are you not bearish? Right? Because if you understand how money is, there's no way you could be bearish on Bitcoin, because you'll be more bearish on dollars. That's reality. But, you know, as for our current trajectory right now, I mean, it's, there's really, I mean, like when you zoom out, you know, you don't even notice it. Today wasn't even registering if you zoom out, especially as something like this. You know, we're kind of in that phase, right? If you look at it, we're right before the halving event. We're right in that phase before Bitcoin breaks out to its previous high and then goes higher. It happened twice before. In 2017, right? It happened in 2021. And it's about to happen now in 2024. We're right there. We're right there, guys. I mean, like, there's no better way to put it. This is probably the best time to invest was when at 16,000, right? When we were at 16,000 for this cycle. The next best time is today or yesterday. It doesn't matter. The bottom line is we are starting the new cycle, the new parabolic cycle, the new parabolic bull run, I should say. And this is definitely an exciting time. So these dips like today really mean nothing, okay? Nothing. And according to this trader, you know what? We're heading to 75,000. Yeah, we're heading to 75,000. And that could be, you know, a little bit after the halving event or right around the halving event after we break out of this pattern. And then we'll be at 75,000. And then, you know what? By the end of the year, we could certainly be at six figures, $100,000. I called this already. I said I would not be surprised if we're at 70,000 by mid-year and 100,000 by the end of the year. It just would not surprise me. In fact, if we didn't hit it, it would surprise me because I believe in it that much. I think this year is going to be that bullish. It's going to be super, 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 super bullish. And in case, you know, you want to compare how we're moving versus previous cycles, again, right before the halving event, the orange one is the only one that didn't, you know, follow because it was very early. But if you look at the last two cycles, the blue line and the red line, and look at the black line, which is where we are now, we're exactly at the point before both cycles started moving up in a big way, parabolic way. We're like right there. It can't be any clearer. That's where we are right now, right before the halving event, which is coming in less than 3 months.